Good day. My name is Bart, and I'm a graduating student at the University of Toronto at Mississauga in the Digital Enterprise Management program. I currently work as the operations supervisor at one of the big three car manufacturers in the GTA. I'm gonna speak a little bit about supply chain management from the perspective of the automotive industry. Now, supply chain management for something so large scale is extremely complicated. I'm going to try to simplify it as best I can, and I'm going to separate it into a few different sections. First of which is going to be the just-in-time delivery method. Now, say around here, someone comes into a dealership and says, I want this car with these options. I want these bells and whistles, and I want like a pink spoiler on it. Dealer's not gonna have exactly that car, and they're gonna put in an order for that car, and this order goes to this Kanban system, and the order goes into the Kanban system. It looks at the car, it looks at everything, and it computes all the information. It'll say, this car requires these parts, these specific components, and it'll logically divide that into different departments. It takes that to here. Each department will have their little printing stations, and a little printout will say, for this person's order, which is order number 333, please take this part, that part, that part, and that part. So what they do is, a person here at the warehouse will take the thing, and they'll pick order 333. They'll take, the parts they need, and they'll send it to different locations. They'll package it in different areas. Now, once this happens, the parts, they get packaged and they get taken down to the loading area, where they get packaged again and loaded up on the truck. Now, the trucks takes them over to the manufacturing facility where someone offloads them, takes them to this person installing the specific part, and this person picks up order number 333, and they're working on car number 333. So it all works. Now, the supply chain is so closely knit here that this person will only have about 100 pieces in their area at any given time. So 100 pieces means about 100 cars, which doesn't last very long, because at our facility alone we build roughly 450 cars a shift and 900 cars a day. So this guy will get emptied out 9 times per day. So this person would have to make roughly 9 trips of that part of that department to fulfill that guy. And these trucks will have to make roughly 9 trips, and it just keeps going backwards. Part of Richardson's site said effective supply chain management was minimizing the distance between the supplier and the customer, which is and is not the case with various suppliers, because some of the suppliers, it's just cheaper to produce it in China or Mexico or the United States. But in this case, between the manufacturing facility and the warehouse, it is exactly the case. The manufacturing facility is located within half a kilometer of the warehouse. So that means these trucks, they never drive more than about 2 minutes. So a cycle time for them, offloading and reloading, would take roughly 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Within 15 minutes they're back to get reloaded again. And they just keep doing this over and over again. And this guy just keeps taking parts over and over again. So minimizing this distance, it makes for everything more efficiently. This guy runs out of parts very often, and he'll get his parts whenever he needs. The warehouse will have a little more pieces on stock. Um, they, depending on the part, they would have roughly between a supply of a day versus a day or about 2 days of supply max, never more than that. And it's hardly ever 2 days of supply, which only happens during very infrequently used parts. They'll have 2 days of supply, but for most parts that are used very commonly, they don't even have a day's worth of supply. They'll have, these 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 shipments of those parts would come in every single day. So everything is just very closely tied in together to improve efficiency in every single respect. Because the less supply you have here and the less supply you have here, which means the more products you can fit here, and it just saves space and it saves real estate, it saves money, and it's a lot easier to catch issues that arise with respect to quality concerns and defective parts. And if you have a defective part and you have 30 days worth of stock in here, then to either check that defective part or to check that defective part would take an extremely long time. And if you needed to get rid of that part entirely, which is many times is the case, you just cannot reuse it, it would mean 30 days of parts gone to waste. So, in the automotive industry, just in time delivery is extremely important. And that's about it. I'll discuss a few other things